and then we will move on to instruction 2. Now I've brought this deck, which we did a few issues ago. Turn over the poop deck, you've got these little slit things here. I'm going to go in those holes there. So I would have thought all we have to do, just place them over like so. Look at that, there we go, a bit more of the deck, guys. And then what we'll do is now connect that deck to the poop deck with some AP screws. Let's get that done. Screw those in nice and tight. So once you've got it in line, you should be able to just push it through with your thick fingers or your thumb. Just getting that first bit of the last few issues. And now what we're going to do is take these 2 pins and put them into these holes here. Simple as that. You can see the crane moves around like that. We're going to attach those with putting. But yeah, as you can imagine, guys, this is a task in itself to get it down to the desk. But it's always worth it. But we ain't seen this for an age. It's been a while. So what we're going to do is put 2 AM screws in each bracket. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. It's been an age, but I'm doing another issue of the Titanic from Hatchetpartworks, and we're at issue 128. If you're not already, guys, subscribe, like, also comment and share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put this build or any other build up on the channel. It's getting exciting now, guys. I've got another new build coming soon. It's going to be shipped the end of this month, October 2025. We've just had the Star Wars Darth Vader come to the channel. A lot going on at the minute, so come along, guys, and join me with the fun of building models. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with this from Hatchetpartworks, as it's been a while. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay then, guys, so here we go. Titanic from Hatchetpartworks, issue 128. Let's get this open. Right, let's have a quick browse through the mag. Coming in the next mag, we have got issue 129. We've got the last aft, crane base, boom, motor, upright and cable, cross support, hatches, pins, tie rods. A lot going on, guys. What's that say? Propeller. It's alright, I'm reading it upside down. Shaft clips and various screws. So that's coming in the next issue, guys. But back to today. Let's take a look through this mag quickly, and we'll look at the parts we've got in today's issue. Doing another crane. Oh, I love these cranes. Not. Yeah, we've got another crane then to fit to the deck. We've already got 2 on, so we're fitting the 3rd crane. And then at the end of this video, that's what we're going to be looking at. 3 cranes on that decking, and also 2 pieces fitted to the actual model. Right, so let's see what we've got. Well, it's been a while since we've undone one of these guys. I've missed it. Right, so let's see the parts. What I'm going to do is just get them all out, and I think I'll just do a screenshot of the parts in the instruction manual, save reading out everything I've got. Right, so I always check, guys, that I've got everything out. Yeah, that's all clear. But here we have one of two, 1 to 8, and these are. That's all I'm going to tell you guys, and then I'll take a screenshot of the instructions so you can see exactly what I've got. But these are, let me look, bracket 1 and 2, which is going to go on the ship later in the video. I've got some HP screws, AP screws, and AM screws. So again, let's get these undone. Do the red packs. There's another bracket. Oh, here we go. Here's the crane. It's all empty. And finally, last but not least, yeah, these are going to be very fine details, guys, as you can see. Got some pins in there, and then these rod things for the crane. So I'm going to put these to one side, show you a screenshot now of all these pieces and what parts they are, and then I'm going to crack on with the first instruction. So guys, first of all, instruction 1, you've seen it all before, so I've just put it together for you. You put these two pieces together, having put that tie rod over that rod there, that piece of plastic sticking up, and then you've got 2 holes and a hole there, 3 holes altogether. You just push that into place. If you do want to see how that's done, guys, just take a look at the last crane I did and you will see that. I'm just trying to whiz through this bit, as I've done that so many times and you guys might be getting a little bit bored if we keep doing the same old. So that's instruction 1 done. Now we're going to move on to instruction 2. So what we need to do is get this piece here and basically do a dry fit. That's going to be going on like so. And what we need to do is take one of the pins, which is the smaller of the two, I think. Just careful not to ping these off anywhere, because if you do, you're going to probably not be able to find them, which is what stresses me out a bit. Now we've got 2 pins in this pack. You want the longest of the 2 pins, as the little pin will be going at this end here. So you've got a smooth side and a rough side. You've got to push the smooth side in first. You just line those up carefully. I tend to line it with the hole and then I use my thumb, because if you use tweezers, they just ping off and then you're going to lose it somewhere. So yeah, just make sure they're lined up, and when you're happy, give that a good push. Now you might need to use your pliers. Just these here. These do work, guys. They're pretty cool. Just careful to push them together without damaging the plastic. But you probably couldn't hear that on camera. You can hear it like click into place as you put the smooth pin in first, rough, and then goes in, and it locks it into place, if that makes sense. I'm just going to squeeze that a bit more just so it's secure. Yeah, I'm happy with that. There you go. And that's looking so far. Now what we're going to do, this is the fiddliest bit. Now attach this hook along with the washer with this little pin just there, which you probably can't even see that on camera. This pin here. So what you want to do, right on your desk, and what we're doing is again apply this pin, the smooth side first. Be careful, as I'm being, guys, not to make it ping off over your room or wherever you're doing this build. So you just carefully put that on your tweezers. And what we're going to do, hold it whichever's comfortable way to do it, guys, for you. What you're aiming on doing is getting this pin through these holes here. So So once you've got it in line, you should be able to just push it through with your thick fingers or your thumb. It's just getting that first bit of progress to push it through. But it is very fiddly, I won't lie. But it is doable. I've done 2 or 3 of them maybe 4. But yeah, I won't lie, guys, I do not like doing these pins with these cranes. Not one bit. Same time, you've got to put pressure, but be careful not to damage the crane. As the very delicate pieces, just these pieces are very delicate. Right, I think that's going in. Yeah, I think that's going in there. You could do with a bit more persuasion to go in, to be fair, so I'm going to carefully use my pliers. I think that's going in there. There we go. That helps. Twisting it just to get through that plastic. And then put these little, call them polos, look like a polo. And then what we need to do is again push that pin a bit further through that polo to ring, we'll call it a polo. And then we've got to put that hook on. Again, be mindful, these pieces here, guys, are very delicate. This end piece there, very thin plastic, and it is going to be easy to break. So let me just double check I'm doing this the right way now. Yeah, you want the hook that way around like that. So what we'll do is put that over that pin. I might push the pin in too far. If so, just pull it back out a touch. It's all about doing fine lines, guys. Here you've got to take your time. As you can see, it's very down to the precise millimetre. I was going to say I might have to pull that out, but I think that's okay there. Carefully. See if it's in line, everything's in line. If so, and you're happy, use your pliers and then push that pin through. That's how it's supposed to be looking at the minute. So what I'm going to do is get my pliers, carefully prise them together. Again, guys, I can't stay. Be careful, very careful, not to like snap or damage anything at the end here, which I've done. I think it was the first crane I've done. I did damage it. Need to put pressure, but at the same time, not too much. Right, so that's done. Now what we need to do is make a little bit of a gap, and then put that hook over between the washer and the hook. There's some difficulties, but to be fair, it should slide on. There you go. There we go, that's done. That's part of that crane done. Fiddly, but cool, look at that. See how that's looking. So that's all the way to instruction 3 done. Now, you thought that was hard. Now we'll get 2 more rods, and you can see there, I think on video, that's like going inwards. What you need to do, this is tough, guys, you've got to put the ring circle bit on that pin there, and then make sure you've got it pointing inwards, as I say, and then on this part there's a very, very, very little hole, a pin head hole, and you need to apply a little bit of glue to put that into place. But this is very fiddly. So first of all, what I'll do is put it over that pin there. I'm going to use no tweezers, see if that's easier. Yeah. Try and just prise that over that pin. They're very flimsy, like these things, and they're easy to just twist around when you don't want to. So again, just got to keep going with it, guys. There you go, that's on. No. There we go, that's on. And then what you do, I don't know if you can see this on camera, there is the smallest of holes that has to go into there. But again, you can apply a little bit of glue here, so when it does go in the hole, it'll stay. But I won't lie, it's very difficult. Put a dab, tiny amount of glue. Let's go, let's get this put in. I think that's gone in. Wow, getting good at this. That's that done. Now we've got to apply the other side. Just making sure to get rid of that glue so we don't stick this together. Again, put this over that pin here. It does get a bit stressful at times putting these together, but if you just stick with it, don't think too much about it, just do it and it seems to get done. That makes sense. Right, bit of glue on here again. Let's get this put on. It is so ridiculous how small these holes are. You might need to get some magnifying glasses. I'm doing right at the minute. This one don't go as easy as the other one, so I think we've got that there now, yeah. I can't even see the hole, to be fair. I think I've got it. Yeah, I couldn't even see the hole. I just guessed. Luckily it's gone in. That's how small those holes are. But I would apply glue. It does say to put glue, because if it goes in, it's bound to come out. It does pop back out, so you need to put glue, and then you can go through that again. Once it's in, it's in. But yeah, there we have that part of the crane. Half bit's done now. I've done it a few times, so I'm getting good at this, guys. Happy days. Right, so instruction 5, we've got to take the base. Basically, we're just popping this onto there like that, and then we've got to put a screw underneath just there, and that's going to be a HP screw. So let's get an HP screw. And let's get the screwdrivers. Which one to use? This will do. Carefully, without breaking the crane, apply the HP screw underneath the base, just until you can feel it get tight. It is supposed to twist, because that's what this crane does. Look, there you go. And there we have it. Instruction 5, all the way up to instruction 5, and now we have that crane all done. And we've got to, now I would have thought, attach it as I turn the instruction book over. Yeah, we've got to attach that to the deck, the aft deck. So yeah, I brought the aft deck over, which we did over the last few issues. And now what we're going to do is take these 2 pins and put them into these holes here. Simple as that. You can see the crane moves around like that. We're going to attach those with 2 AP screws. So just got here. So what I'm going to do is get these out, turn the deck upside down, and get these screwed in. Right, so just lining that screw up, carefully turn it upside down, and then apply the screws underneath like that. Just being careful not to damage anything on the other side of your deck as doing this. like any of the other cranes or this crane you've just done. So I tend to just put it on the side like that, guys, and then hopefully you're not going to damage anything whilst you put pressure to screw them in. So that's nice and tight. One more. There you go. That's how it's looking. Pretty cool, eh? So we've got 3 cranes now on the aft deck. Some details, look at that. Beautiful. So let's crack on and move on to instruction 7. Okay then guys, so here we have, as I just sit down after getting this beautiful piece off my shelf, this model, the Titanic, which is massive. Now we're going to just apply these 2 brackets. First one has got to be there like so, and these have got to be attached with screws which are AM screws. So let me just get my screwdriver and we'll get these put in. But yeah, as you can imagine guys, this is a task in itself to get it down to the desk, but it's always worth it. But we ain't seen this for an age, it's been a while. So what we've got to do is put 2 AM screws in each bracket, and then that is it. That's all we're doing today, working on the actual model of the Titanic. We've done a lot. We've done another crane, which is brilliant. Just hold this and support this whilst tightening these screws. We've got all those 3 cranes now fitted to the aft deck. So yeah, I'm just screwing those in nice and tight. Now we've got to fit the bracket this side, just there like so. So if I just line these 2 screws up again and get that screwed in. Beautiful. Yeah, I do want to keep doing these consistently now guys, these models, all of them, and just get them done. Keep progressing with them every week. I'll be the first to admit I've not been very consistent at the minute with my builds, just one thing or another, and I've still got something to tell you guys with what's happened in my work life, but I'm just picking the right time to tell you, so that will be coming soon to the channel. That might shed a bit of light why my wheel's just all over the place the last couple of months, well, the last year. I'm not sure if I'll just do a vlog about it, or I might just bring it up in conversation whilst doing a build. We'll see. So just make sure these are nice and tight. And that is it guys. That is it for this Titanic build for this week, which has been an age, I know, but again, I'm going to try and bring it back weekly for you guys. I've got plenty to do. But stay tuned to the end. I'll give you a nice little outro, nice glory shot of where we're at with this stage so far and where we're at with the actual build. So thanks for your support guys. See you next one. Take care. And that is it for the Titanic for now guys. It'll be back next week. I'll try and bring the Titanic more every week consistently for you guys. I've got loads of issues to get on with, even completing this thing and then moving on to that massive engine, that scale of an engine, which the smaller size is in there in the model, but then after that guys, it was carried on, bigger version of that engine and more detail, etc. So that's going to be coming to the channel eventually. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to try and bring the Titanic back weekly, all my models weekly. I've got to get in some routine guys, so I can keep bringing them to the channel for you guys to watch, and of course for me to get these models built. But before I go, look what I've got here. Let me show you what I've got. You guys are watching, this is issue 39 of the Millennium Falcon. We're not there guys, we're way down the road, but I'm hoping this is going to be the key to the ramp on Millennium Falcon. It's basically not working, so I asked for a back order issue, which has come to me a few months down the line, I know, but I've got it, at least it's here. So that's going to be coming as well in the next couple of days or so, and I'm going to try and get that fitted to see if I can rectify the problem with the Millennium Falcon, with the ramp not working. If not, I'll leave it as it is. It's not the end of the world, it's one of them, but hopefully this will do the trick. But for now guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching today, do appreciate you guys. Give us a big like, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya, peace.